Hello, Miss D. Moranville, Miss D, your STEAM teacher. I wanted to log on and show you a tutorial with our Blockly application. Blockly works for the Dash and the Dot robots by Make Wonder. We are going to be exploring some earth science and conservation by developing a grid, a conservation grid, and collecting and tracking animals in our grid using our robots. So today's lesson, I wanted to go over how to sync your robot. You will be clicking on the Blockly application. And you will hit the play button in the middle. Now you can see up in the upper right hand corner the plus sign. This is our sync robot button. So in order to sync your robot, you are going to want to click this button here. I mark all my robots with different numbers on the bottom. So the robot I'm going to connect to is robot number 2. So when I click in that window, I am going to make sure my robot's turned on. Didn't have my robot turned on, so I turned him on, and let me try this again. I'm going to search for him now that he's on. There he is, Steam Robot 2. So I click on him to make him active. As you can see, the green light has showed me he is now synced to my tablet. Well, I have all my students log in their own profiles. So to create a profile, we are going to come over here to Manage Profiles. And we are going to add a new profile. Now I can edit my profile. I can change his costumes. I can change his background color. And I can even name him. Now you can see my profile is set up. So now I'm going to go back into my profile. And this is where I can either go through driving school here, projects, or create new. We are going to come into the create new. And you are going to click right here with blank project. And then click on create. We can explore other people's projects also, or other people's remixes by clicking on other projects. But for this purpose, we want a blank canvas so we can kind of explore our conservation site. Now, students will have a 100 centimeter by 100 centimeter laminated grid that they will be driving their robots around on. That is their conservation site. Their robots will not be allowed to go outside of that area. So for our purpose today in syncing and setting up our robots, we now can see that we have our robot number 2 set up, and his orange background matches his orange lights on the robot. Sometimes when you get several Dash bots going around in the classroom, it's hard to tell them apart. So I like to identify with different colored lights so that way students at a glance can tell whose robot is who. So this one has the orange lights because it has the orange background, and I have set up my profile also. So now I have all my commands over here, and when I start, so I'm going to want to move my robot through my grid. So I'm going to try to develop my grid to make sure that I can get him. We'll start with like a simple square. And since Dash travels in centimeters, I need him to go further than 50 centimeters. The max he'll be able to go is 100 centimeters. And that's perfect because our grid is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters. So you can change how far he travels here, and you can also change his speed and see up here how it changes. You can see how it's changing from fast and 30 centimeters. I can also slow his speed